Sarah here from So Sarah Style. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am hopping on really quickly because today I am off to the Rag Market to meet some lovely sewing pals, and I just wanted to show you first of all what I'm wearing for the day. It's it's a jumpsuit, sort of a stretchy jersey jumpsuit, which is the 3-in-1 loungewear set from Threadcount Patterns. It's a stretchy V-neck jersey. It's just an all-in-one. I showed this on the vlog which I've just put out, which was for So Recreate the Look, and I made one in a sort of a velour and loved it so much I have made a couple of others. So this is one of them in this crazy marble print, and I won't dwell on it too much now because I am going to do a separate vlog because this is now my latest sewing obsession. The top again was from the same vlog, and it's the Tammy handmade Naya in this mesh, which I've just sort of done a bit of a higher neck, and this was for So Recreate the Look as well. But I think it goes really well with the trousers, and with this, the usual UK inclement weather, it's quite nice to have a top to throw on just in case it gets a bit cool. So I have with me my bag, my wheelie case, which is really important when you go to the Rag Market. I've told the girls to also make sure they bring something on wheels to drag along, because when you go to the Rag Market at 50p a metre, you very rarely buy just 1 metre. So I fully expect that bag to be stuffed, but it usually is every time I go, with fabulous fabrics. So the girls that I'm meeting, they've been talking for a while. A couple of them had been talking for a while about wanting to come up to Birmingham, and obviously it's literally just down the road from me, so it was rude for me not to go. How could I not? And there's a few others who are also coming along. So now then, off the top of my head, if I can remember everybody, Adele, the lovely Adele, Sofa Serenity, is coming to pick me up, and then we're meeting up with the fabulous Cara, So Mad, who's bringing along the gorgeous Denise, who is the Sewing Trolley Dolly on Instagram. I met Denise for the first time at the Stitch Festival, and she's just fabulous, so I'm really looking forward to seeing her again. Seams Stressed Ruth, so it's Ruth, she's one of the gorgeous Staffordshire sewists, and she's just such a lovely person, so I'm looking forward to having a catch up with her. The brilliant Katie from Whatever Katie Sews, she's really good fun, so again looking forward to seeing her. She's Whatever Katie Sews on Instagram. And then last but very much not least is the fabulous Angela Devon Thread Tales, who was actually probably the first person that I ever followed on YouTube. So I've been watching Angela for a long time now, and it's just so lovely to spend time with her because she's fantastic. So I am looking forward to that, and then I will hop on after the day. I'll get a few bits of footage if I can, and hop on afterwards and show you what is pretty much sure to be a bumper fabric haul. So in the meantime, I will catch you later. Bye. Hi, so it's the next day now, and we had a fantastic day yesterday. As usual, I was absolutely useless at filming or taking photos, etc. I do tend to get a bit carried away with the day and leave it up to others to do the filming. So I have got a few photos which have been shared with me, which I will pop on just to give you a flavour of what it was like. So we met and had a bit of lunch, and then just hit the stalls, and it's amazing how quickly time goes when you're rummaging in the heap. I'll show, there's a few pictures of the girls in the heap, certainly a few items being pulled out of there, so that was fun. And then we went across to Barry's. So what I have lack in photos, I've made up for in fabric. So I'll start and show you now. To be honest, I was after some really nice patterned viscose and viscose jersey, and I don't think, looking at this pile, I found either. But anyway, right, I'll start actually with some viscose. I didn't buy this, but Cara very kindly gave it to me. She'd made a gorgeous dress out of this, and she had some left. So because obviously she said this is your colours, then she's given me, it's a fairly big piece, and I can just see a gorgeous sunrise or sunset there. So this is going to be my sunset Naya tee. So thank you so much for that, Cara. In fact, I might try and get that whipped up today to show you at the end of this vlog. So it's just beautiful, and there's easily enough there to make a Naya. So how thoughtful was that? I was really excited when she gifted that to me. So yeah, really happy to be getting on and making something with that. I've got the perfect ribbing to go with it just here. obviously because I do have quite a good ribbing stash, so that will be the neckband for the Naya. I don't really think I've got anything, I've got enough to make anything else, and because I want to make a feature of that bit there, and it's fairly low down, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with how I cut it. So yeah, my sunrise sunset Naya. So that was the piece number one before we'd even gone shopping. And then the first piece that I'm going to show you is, it's not the first piece I bought, this is actually from Barry's, but it's this gorgeous, this is a velour, and it's so soft. It's like a French terry velour, and it's literally teddy bear soft. This is to make another of the, in my last vlog, which was the So Recreate the vlog, the look vlog, I made the loungewear jumpsuit romper, whatever you like to call it, in the velour, and I just can't take it off. It's so comfortable. So I fancied making another one, and I really quite like that colour. It's, well, it's just a bit different, isn't it? It's sort of a soft dusky pink. So that was from Barry's, and I think that was £5.95 a metre, if I remember, or £6.95 a metre, so that's not bad. And oh, it's just a lovely loungewear set out of that. And then, because we're on a sort of a similar colour theme, this was the 50p rolls stall, which is good. It's always good for me because they have quite muted colours there, and they did last time actually, so I always find quite a few fabrics that I like from there. And it is this, it's like a knitted fabric, but it's sort of like a lacework pattern. Excuse me, I've folded them all up now, I can't get them unfolded. It's like a lacework pattern, which I think is really pretty, and it's very, very soft. And I think it might quite, I've got 2 meters of this, 50p a meter. I think it's either going to make a nice little sort of like a batwing top, or a long sort of duster cardigan or something for the autumn. So it's just one of those lovely, slightly autumnal colours. It's quite an unusual colour, isn't it? It's like a light coral. Knitwear. So what I like about, sometimes you go to the rag market and you find things that you wouldn't normally find, so I just tend to leap on them when I see them. So that will be going into the stash because it's a little bit warm for knitwear at the moment, but really like that one. And then sort of colour wise, oh yes, this is another one from the 50p pile. This is a French, no, it's not a French terry, it's, what is it actually? It is, no, it's a Ponte. I was trying to think what it was. It's a pink Ponte. Now, I'm not really a pink person, but I think this really pale pink is just a nice gentle colour, isn't it? And I've got enough to make a couple of t-shirts. Well, actually I've got 2 meters of this, so it could be, I think I'll probably, well, it would, I wouldn't make anything other than a t-shirt. I wouldn't make a dress in a pink Ponte. It's a bit light for me, but I'm wanting to make something for my sister. Can you see there's a little stain there? Often there's something a little bit wrong with them, but nothing a good wash won't sort out. So I'm thinking I'll make a couple of t-shirts out of that for my sister and I. My mum might quite like a pink as well. So that's the colour, that's the pink, and it is a really nice quality. It's quite a thick Ponte, so that's another nice one. And then along the same sort of colour theme is this one. Now this is obviously a camo print, and I don't know, I should have known better. The guy there said, oh yes, it's fabulous quality cotton. Now I said straight away, I said it's not cotton, it's like a poly cotton, and I don't even think there's any cotton anywhere near it. So I'll pull it out. You can hear it's really quite polyestery. But I really like the colour and I really like the print. Now my plan, I was looking for a viscose to make the Marisol jumper, it's called. It's not a jumper. I was confusing everyone. I kept saying, oh, I want to make this jumper. I think that's the American term for sort of like a pinafore. So it's, well, I'll put a picture up so you can see, and it's a really hugely loose fit V-neck, V-back, just to pull on romper suit again. Really, I've sort of been inspired by the one that I've made, but this is for a woven, and then you can just belt it in. So I wanted like I say, just a really drapey, floaty one. And I thought, well, this actually might look quite cool, but I think it's possibly a little bit stiff. Anyway, it was £1 a metre, so I bought 4 metres of it. So if nothing else, it will make a nice toile, and I'll see. So it will either look quite cool, or I could look like an army surplus tent in it, which is probably more likely. But anyway, so I've got 4 metres of that. Let's see how rough it is. I don't know. It might end up just being, I don't know. It might end up being a tent for the boys to play in, although they're a bit old for that now. So the next one that I found, so I did say that I went with stuff in mind and didn't buy anything that I wanted in mind. I actually really also was looking for an outfit for when I go to see ABBA Voyage in, well, it's not till September, but going for a friend's birthday, and I'm making the birthday girl a gold jumpsuit. And again, my favourite pattern, the elastic pull-up romper pattern, and I wanted to make myself the same jumpsuit, but obviously I couldn't go gold because that's for the birthday girl. So I was looking around, and eagle-eyed Ruth spied this, the most perfect, fabulous fabric for me, and I absolutely love it. It's this, like a bronzy, coppery, shimmery, gorgeous. So that's got plenty of stretch in it as well, and that will make, I think, with the big wide legs and the fitted top, that will make a gorgeous jumpsuit. So that was, I think it's 3 metres, and I just pulled it straight down and said, please, can I have this? And he said, yep, £5. So that's done that nicely. That's the thing about the rag market, I would say, is it's brilliant if you just want to go along, have a bit of fun and pick up some fabric. Don't go with anything specifically in mind, and also don't go expecting gorgeous linens and hugely great quality fabrics, because obviously at those prices you're not going to find that. But if you just want something for a wearable toile, or something, as I say, that's always a bit different, it's just really good fun to go and have a rummage. So I was absolutely over the moon with that one. It's black on the back, so that's why you can see that's just like a black based, gorgeous. And then another of the 50p pile was this is another example of just picking stuff up when you see it, and it's really, really useful. So some more knitwear. It's like I suppose it's probably acrylic, I don't know, but it's, again, beautifully, beautifully soft, and that will be great for just sort of maybe, obviously in the winter, when you're just thinking, oh, well, I could make some summer tops because it's fairly light, like a long cardigan or something. It's just nice to have in your stash. So, as I say, for £1 for 2 metres, I've got that, and I think I persuaded pretty much everyone else to get some as well, because it's just really handy. It is handy to have in your stash, and you just think, oh, I haven't got a cream top one, well, I can just whip one up in this. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that one as well. So that was that one. And then from the heap, I took Cara over to the heap, and she was having a good old go there, and she found this fabric, and it went on and on and on. So it must be, I think it's like the end of rolls and things that they just pile in, but it all gets knotted because people are pulling it, and then that's getting tangled with this. So it was like a tug of war, with the guy there was pulling it. He then got his mate to pull it out as well. And I think it was almost eight metres of this cream fabric. It's not dissimilar to the fabric that I bought before from the heap. That was far thicker. This is sort of a thinner version. Again, it's a poly, but it'll just make nice kind of lightweight tops, or some trousers. I could make a sort of a lighter weight set with that. And also I'd quite like to make another one of the, I think it's the alabaster top from Closet Core Crew, the one with the asymmetric band, you know, sort of hem, because this has actually got a little bit of body, so it's thicker than a normal jersey. I could even make a jumpsuit out of that, but I think it might be a bit Saturday Night Fever, mightn't it, with big white flares, so I don't think I'd wear that. Okay, keep going. I bought 10 altogether. Another 50p fabric was this, bit dull but just useful to have in your stash. So it's a knit. If I can double it up you can see it better, and it's a really lovely, it's like a dark blue with lighter blues in it. Look, it's got a hole in it as well. So as I say, there's always something a little bit wrong with it, but there's enough to cut round anything like that. So I think a few of us had that one of those as well. It's got that sort of mild effect on it as well. So that could be whatever I wanted. Top, cardigan. It's just the knitwear. They did have quite a few bits of knitwear actually this time. And then this top, this turned out better than I thought it would. You know, I was really pleased. And when I was there, the girls said, oh, you know, it'd be quite nice if quite a few of them were looking for some sort of similar mesh. This is a cotton, which is lovely, and it's from Rainbow Fabrics, and I don't think they have any more. But the quality of this is really, really nice. They did have quite a few meshes there, but a lot of them were the really bright neons and a little bit sort of Madonna in the 80s. But this one caught my eye, and obviously it's a khaki mesh, and it is definitely a stretchy poly, so it's not as nice as this one. But that's not going to stop me from trying to make another one of these just to go over tops and dresses and stuff. So that mesh, I think that was £2.50, so it's a little bit more expensive. Look, there you go, there's another little, can I see a little fault? I don't know, this isn't too bad. But yeah, so that will be I might actually make another Naya out of that and just have it just, as I say, just to pop over things. So that's that one. And then my final piece of fabric, I actually did go looking for a plain jersey to make, again, another romper. This is what happens to me, isn't it? I get obsessed with patterns, but anyway, they are really comfortable and I want to make another one. And I saw this fabulous green, which I was after a green because I saw a girl walking down the street and she'd got a green dress on, and I thought I just love a long maxi length green dress or sort of jumpsuit. And the good thing about this jumpsuit is the legs are so wide at the bottom, it kind of almost looks like a maxi dress. And this is a really unusual fabric. I've never seen anything quite like this before. It's a soft jersey on the front, and it's looking quite cool actually, the colour on there, but it's a bit warmer than that. But it's got a French terry effect on the back. Can you see that? It's like but it doesn't have anywhere near the normal body that a French terry's got. It's really drapey. So that's going to be yeah, that's going to be a jumpsuit, and I'm going to make that up very, very soon. So that's basically it for the fabric. So that was from Barry's, and that was £3.95 a metre, which was an absolute steal, to be honest, from Barry's. In terms of extra sort of notions and things, it's always worth going into the rag market itself to buy zips and sort of notions and elastic and stuff. So my favourite stall's right in the centre, and she's a fabulous girl there, and she just sells elastics, buttons, zips. She's really, really great. And so I got a zip from there. I have no idea what it's for, but it's obviously my colour, and it's a 30-inch chunky zip. So for a jacket or a coat or whatever, I do have quite a good stash of zips. So it's nice when you can actually see the colour in person and you know it's the colour that you like. And then this is a double-ended zip, again in a colour that's quite useful for me, especially after all the sort of rust colours that I've bought recently. So that was that, and that was that. And the other two things that we got from there were, and these were such a good deal. You know how much I love my Derwents and my Pomonas, and I do use an awful lot of elastic. Well, it's going to take me a while to get through this, so I will be sharing some of this out as well, because there's, I don't know how many meters, but this is a 2-inch elastic, and it's a good strong quality elastic, and that was £4. I mean, it's ridiculous. It smells a little bit, you know, the glue, when the glue smells a bit fishy, so it's a little bit like that. But other than that, it's I'm sure it'll be fine once I've got it in a fabric, and once I've got it in a garment and I'm wearing it. And this was the 1.5-inch elastic. So yeah, I've got plenty of that to go. My goodness me, how many pairs of Pomonas would that make? So that's actually it. As I say, it was such a fun day. It was just really easy. Adele took me in the car, and we met and we chatted and we ate fantastic food, and we just shopped basically literally till we dropped, and our trolley cases were absolutely stuffed. So I will leave it there, and I will I've got to go and fold up all this fabric, get it washed first, get it folded up, and stuff it back into my stash for now. So it didn't take me long at all to whip up yet another Tammy handmade Naya tee from the leftovers of Cara's fabric that she really kindly gifted me. I forgot the name of the dress when I was talking about it earlier. She had made the daiquiri dress by Maison Fauve. Hop over to her Instagram and her YouTube and have a look, because it is stunning, the dress that she made originally. And she just makes the most beautiful clothes. Luckily for me, she had plenty left over, knew it was my colour, so it came my way. So thank you so much, Cara. I'm calling this Cara's Sunset Tee. And when I first had the fabric, I thought, oh, I've got plenty of this. I just went ahead straight away and cut out the section that I wanted to get the sunset here, and then quickly realised that actually I didn't have enough to cut the back on the fold once I'd done that, because it was right in the middle of the piece of fabric. But not to worry, I just compromised, and I've just cut the back on the cross grain, and it's got a seam up the middle, but so the waves, as it were, are going downwards. But I think because it's a fairly busy fabric, it doesn't matter too much. I still absolutely love it and will treasure it. Thank you so much, Cara. So the next day then, it was the lovely What Beck Sews sewing social in Northampton, which is why the girls had been staying in Northampton, and they all went along to that on the Saturday. But because I had a prior engagement, I had to miss out on it, which was a shame. I know they had the best time, so hop over to their channels and have a look at the full weekend, as it were. So I only had one day of it, which was brilliant, but you know, they had 2 full days of sewing and just sewing bliss, and may even have bought some more fabric. So fancy that. There's just no stopping some people, is there? She says. So that's probably it from me today. I will wish you all happy sewing. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.